Work for...
Yeah, we get it. It's the story of a man named Stanley. What's going on, guys? I said last time I would only do the prologue, or the epilogue, but I did a fun little thing, and there's a couple endings that we have to do. And so I watched every single thing, and now I have to do this. So, let's see. This is an ending.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed. Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh, okay then. Cool. I still need to figure out how to do that ending. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I also need to like backtrack to like all these different things. But we're gonna do this ending next.
Gone. What could it mean?
Come on,
Stanley
I know I can
to
do
go
it.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Come on.
simply missed a memo.
I know I can do
No
it.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want. Like, right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was
I'm in
buttons.
pain.
He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
I'm not staying down there. That's probably how you get the 10 years achievement, because you have to be in there for 10 years. Oh, I should also mention, there is one ending that I'm not going to do unless, like, I get hundreds, and I mean hundreds of likes. I need, like, 500 likes in order to do it. And that is the ending, basically disobey everything he says, and you go into the room, and you have to press the button to save the baby for 4 hours. And it's actually for 4 hours.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think I need one of these computers. And then I Begin the game again. I don't remember what order of computers, but I know there's an order of computers that I need. Well, it only shows that screen on one computer at a time. So now that I press that one, it's a different one.
All of his co-workers
this
were
one
gone.
now.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
It's not
missed a
there.
memo.
And you go to the next room and you check every computer. Yeah, you see? This is the fun that I am doing. I know one of them is the computer by the reception desk, and I know one of them is my computer. That's it, though. I also know that one is in the next room. I think this one's the one in the...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
This is different, though. Are you trying to block
When
me?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? We're doing the human ending. Come on.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think this is the way to it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision.
I don't think this is the right way. I think
yourself.
that's the right way.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's
Yeah,
her, Stanley.
we're in the right room.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Is it 4:30? Because I'm supposed to be doing your mom. Did that work? Yeah.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy
That's not a good
decision-making
choice.
process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less?
Yeah.
And finally,
No.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
The correct choice is bark.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Nice narrator. I know how to get out. They took off the ramp. No. Ugh. This is lame. You don't even let me go through the right door anymore. You're gonna make me choose like the left door all the way back here or something? Or are you gonna make me sit in the coffee room?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Can I like get my controller to stop stopping randomly? Thank you.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I don't have a choice, don't I? Looks pretty.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
I'm still in the game. No, don't shut it down. I'm still here.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine.
I feel like I'm playing FNAF now, and I'm scared. I'm gonna go hide in the
What,
corner.
Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Boss's office is green now.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nightshark 115.
Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me?
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
I don't like when the narrator's sad.
No. I need this. The story needs it.
He actually makes me feel bad for, like, bullying him constantly.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Sorry, Leroy.
For you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Okay, first, take off dog mode. And second off, just take me off. I don't know. Get me out of that room, because I want to do my thing. Okay, do I still need to press
co-workers were gone. What
a
could it
different
mean?
computer?
Stanley decided to go to
Do I
the
need to
meeting.
do the computers all
Perhaps
over
he'd
again?
Simply missed a memo.
Or did the computer... Is the computer still pressed? So you're not on, so the computer is still pressed. What the boss's office, boss's office. Just go to the
When
boss's
Stanley
office.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Just go to the boss's office. Stop looking in windows. I'm scared now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's also a little bit with the broom closet where you have to, like, do a lot.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Oh.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Last time I was
Kind of
by the
anxiety
elevator
wasn't
in
healthy,
between
so
episodes
he relaxed
to get
for a
some
few
trophies.
moments with some calming new age music.
It was... He just kind of like set... First off, it cuts off the entire office and brings you straight to the 2-drawer choice, which is nice. It also,
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward.
just says,
into
yeah,
the
here, let me open it for you. Then it opens. But we're going to do an ending here. Which one do I want to do first? Let's do... We'll do that one first. I feel like that one's a little more... Also, it just completely cuts off everything here, so... It's an instant load down. Like, you press that button and it starts loading, and then you don't get any of his talking on the way down. It's so nice.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Yeah.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
This is what I want. Okay, so... What you want to do... Pretty fun here. Get on top of that, get on top of that. Get on top of that. Boo.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job.
I can't see anything. It's a black screen.
3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. The railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Yeah, welcome to this game. Do I want to do the other one? I'll do the other one in a minute, because this one's really... We're almost done with the Heaven ending, and Heaven ending is lovely. Okay, so we have bottom of my control room ending done. We got 4 left. So I think I'm going to do Heaven,
Gone.
then I'm going to leave it
Stanley
to...
decided to go to the meeting room.
That's it. We're going to do Heaven ending, and then we can have the escape pod, elevator, and disco party ending for next episode, along with the epilogue. Because we've done like 5 this episode, so we can do 4 total next episode. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. What did I just do? It's white. Welcome, Stanley, to Heaven. Did I die? I'm gonna turn on my auto clicker and just like run past these and just click them all. Okay, I'm gonna let them all regenerate. 1 second. Or I can just go up to the next row. There we go. That's what I'm gonna do. Nope. Nope. Row below, maybe? Okay. This is the row. Ready? Oh, crap. Can you guys, like... Oh, it's not the row. Okay. So am I just, like, stuck here? Listening to... It reminds me of Vampire, honestly. I loved that series, by the way. I really wish they like would make a second one, or maybe I'll like redo it, but I'll change how I do it. So I'll be weaker and I'll be lamer, but like everyone will be alive still, and then I'll be able to get with what's her name. Maybe I don't like the series that much. I don't even remember her name, because I killed everyone. Like I killed everyone that I could. Which button do you want me to press to stop the Bortoise? Is it you? Bortoise. Bortoise. Ball toys. Ball toys. Ball toys. Ball toys. Bald toys. Bald toys. Bald toys. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to do that in this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Next episode, we have 3 endings in the epilogue. But we can get the heaven ending out of my thing. And then we're probably done with Stanley Parable. And I'll find something to replace it. PlayStation Plus games come on Thursday. Today's Wednesday. So I'll look at those and see if there's anything right there. Yeah. Bye.